Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day so far. This is your daily reading for Monday, November 5th, 2018. And as I said last week, I am going to try to do the pick a card on Monday because it's not only a lot of fun to do, but it also is helping me to get to learn these three decks because I don't use them as often as I use the other ones that I use for our usual daily. So as usual, I have the Vice Versa Tarot, the Tarot of the Orishas, and the Fairies Oracle. And with these decks, I have the Blue Lace Agate Stone. This is a great stone for communication, for being able to express your ideas, for bringing on new ideas, new creative ideas. It's a very airy kind of energy. And then we have our Clear Quartz, which is an wonderful overall kind of stone. It's great for rituals. It's great for focusing your mind. It's great for focusing any energies, and you can charge it for pretty much any goals that you might have. It's a wonderful stone for clarity, for understanding, for bringing new knowledge to you and filtering new knowledge to yourself, allowing you to be strong. It's also a great grounding stone, and so is bloodstone. It's also a good stone for courage and for strength and for dealing with any kind of hardships, any kind of battles or wars that you might experience. This is a great stone to help you deal with that. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to read first a card from the Vice Versa Tarot. What is your energy or your message from the Vice Versa Tarot for November 5th, 2018, Monday? And I think last time I also said I was going to do timestamps, and I just never do it. But I don't think there's really much, I don't think it's hurting anything. But I will try to remember to do it this time. I just almost never remember by the time I'm done editing the video. I edit out like extra sound and long silences because I'm a queen of long silences that just add like 10 minutes to a video unnecessarily. So I tend to cut those things out. And then by the time I get to the point where I'm uploading, I don't necessarily remember to add the timestamps. But I'm going to try to do that today, okay? If I don't, please yell at me in the comments so that I can remember next time. Okay, so what is your message from the Vice Versa Tarot for Monday, November 5th, 2018? You have the Ace of Wands. So I think this card speaks to using your own power and your own passion to create something, but maybe you are at risk of being a little bit too aggressive here and possibly destroying something in the process. And I think with the stone as your influencer, it might have to do with how you're communicating with someone, how you're getting your ideas across, how you're talking to people about what you want to do. It's possible that you're risking causing more damage than you're helping yourself in this situation just by talking a little bit too aggressively or being a little bit too forward or too aggressive on this issue. It could also mean that someone who doesn't want you to be successful is in the background trying to destroy your progress, but you have the strength and you have the power to overcome that. So let's see what the book says about the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands represents the gift of energy. This is an excellent time to begin a new project or find renewed momentum for an existing endeavor. You have the strength you need to see it through, and there are allies and companions of like mind ready to work with you. Seize the opportunity and expect a blast of inspiration. I feel like that probably even speaks a little bit more to the message of the Blue Lace Agate because it has to do with ideas and communication and creativity. So that's a pretty wonderful card. Okay, let's move on to the Fairies Oracle. What is your message for November 5th from the Fairies Oracle? What do the fairies have to say to you today for Monday, November 5th, 2018? You have Iris of the Rainbows. There is a lot going on in there. I think with Iris, she's all about, having fun, being true to who you are, going after what you want, but being comfortable in your own skin, feeling free. I think this also has a lot to do with inspiration, with growth, with healing, with ideas for fun. I am getting a lot of fun from this card, a lot of energy, a lot of direct energy of going after what you want and where you want to be, and knowing that what you're doing is bringing you into alignment, bringing you into a place where you're comfortable just being yourself and just doing your own thing, no matter what someone else says. And I think with this card, you're also very supported. Like, you're not doing this alone. You have intuition guiding you. You have your higher self, your higher power guiding you to find this alignment, to find this comfort, this perfection of self, this chakral balance that we're looking for. So let's see what the book has to say about Iris of the Rainbows. Iris tells us that light is breaking through our present darkness, and that hope is a powerful factor in speeding up this process. She does not promise us that the storm is over, nor does she say that it will never storm again, but she does say that there is brightness and beauty here. She also tells us that there is something to be gained by this passage through the storm, and the sooner we learn what it is, the sooner the storm will end. Always, a passage through the storm is a time of potential growth, a time to allow the dead wood of our past to be blown away to make room for the green shoots of new growth. At this point, it is useful to ask ourselves what we still need to release, and to look after protecting and nurturing the seeds we have planted. Iris suggests that the cultivation of patience may also be helpful at this time. The storm is breaking up. Are we ready for the change? If we are presently frogs, the fairies say, the time of our transformation, foretold by the rainbow, may be at hand. Then we shall be kissed by the prescient light of the sun, and discover if we are still frogs, or if we have become something much more. If you were to read this card reversed, it is true that there is hope and there is promise for the future, but it is at present obscured or delayed. There may well be more trials to be met before we come to the end of this storm. Iris reminds us that hope, prayer, and faith may be needed, that help is there if we ask for it, though it may not come in the form we request. She reminds us in these difficult times to remember our aspirations, to consider who it is that we are trying to become, and to hold those images surrounded by her prismatic light in our minds as we pass through this time of darkness. All times of hardship offer us the same challenge, to grow or to diminish. The choice is ours, but she is ready to lighten our path if we will accept her offering into our hearts. No storm, no darkness lasts forever. There's also a note here from the artist Brian. Winged female fairies are the soul's messengers, representing the spirit freed from the mundane. They are creatures of aspiration and transcendence, flying between the worlds, between heaven and earth, between the body and the soul. All right, that is your message from the Fairies Oracle. Let's move on to the Tarot of the Orishas. So what messages do you have from the Tarot of the Orishas? What messages are being brought to you from the Tarot of the Orishas for Monday, November 5th, 2018? You have the 9 of Air. Interesting. I think you're in a comfortable place here. Whatever might be coming at you today, I think this card is saying that you have the strength to face it, and you'll find that if you're able to just kind of keep yourself in balance, keep yourself, keep your head about you, then you'll probably find that this situation is going to pass with little trouble. Even if there is some trouble, it's not going to be so much that it stops you. You're going to be able to pass through this situation and find a lightness after it. You're going to find some sort of light through this tunnel. But you have to keep yourself positive. Keep yourself a light. Try to be a little bit more even aloof from the situation. Don't let it drag you down. Don't let it pull you. Don't let gravity stop you from achieving the heights that you deserve to achieve. So let's see what the book actually has to say about the 9 of air. Hunting and chasing time has begun, and we can see the barrels of 9 rifles. These are aiming at a bird which, flying desperately, is trying to hide among trees and bushes. In the upright position, it means you may be facing worries, suffering, pressures, and underlying dangers. Someone wants something that belongs to you. Maybe creditors. You may face illness or a risk of death. In the reverse, it could represent hiding or confinement. The queried term or period has ended. You need to take timely measures. You can and must end that period. The cycle is over and time is up, and you have to be ready to deal with it, whatever the situation is. Okay, that is your reading for Monday, November 5th, 2018. Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know if you still like these, and I'll just keep doing them on Mondays. Thank you again and again. I will see you tomorrow. Remember always that I love you. Have a beautiful night. Bye.